Hey y'all, it's Laura, and welcome back to a new series called Budget Scrapbooking. And the way this series is going to work is we're going to explore some low-cost options for scrapbooking. And for me, that means picking a 12 by 12 paper pad. I'm going to be using this one, which is Paige Evans Whimsical, because it has a lot of icons, a nice bright open color scheme, and cut-aparts in the paper pad. So it does not have to be a giant paper pad by any stretch of the imagination. I think this one only has 30 some odd pages in it. Not too bad. If you have a smaller paper pad, that will work as well. You won't need to use all of the papers inside. But those are the qualifications I would use when choosing a paper pad for this series if you want to join in. Now, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be making some DIY embellishments from this paper pad and then scrapping with them. So putting together a small kit and then creating 4 to 5 layouts with that kit. So I hope you enjoy this little series, and let's head over to the desk to see what we're going to be working on today.
So for today's layout, we are going to be doing a patterned paper background. This is a 9 by 12 layout, which is how I do all of my twins layouts for their albums. For the family album, if I'm doing a lot of the different kids' activities together, or if we're doing like a group activity, I'll put those in the family albums. But for their individual albums, my twins have 9 by 12s because they're a little bit more accessible for them. And so I do 9 by 12 layouts. And these photos are from a really fun trip down to see family and playing in someone's backyard. Because that's what you do when you go to somebody's house, apparently. You go play in their backyard. Check it out. See if it's as good as your backyard or better, maybe. So that's what this one is. And in this case, one of my kiddos had found one of those lovely little bugs. It was a ladybug statue. It wasn't really like a statue, whatever they like, just a garden decoration of some sort. And she was just absolutely enamored with it. Just thought it was the best thing ever. And so I took a couple photos of her in the little playhouse with a little ladybug and just having an absolute blast, just really enjoying herself. And I think that's a great thing. These fun little moments like that are important to include, as well as the big celebrations and the important days like birthdays and holidays and whatnot. I think these little everyday moments are kind of fun to capture too. Now, for this layout, I am using, as you saw at the earlier part of this video, my budget scrapping kit using the Whimsical collection. And so I'm getting down to the dregs of it with this layout. And I had intended to do the voiceovers much earlier this month, but it has been a busy, crazy month, and I just have not had time. Honestly, finding time to scrapbook at all has been a challenge. But I managed to get 4 layouts done this month, and I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for me being as busy as I am. Now I'm using these beautiful circle frames that I cut out when we were preparing this kit, and I'm going to build up these long strips with some circles inside the frames. So we've got some pattern paper and we've got cut aparts inside of those frames. You could use those for photos if you wanted to, but I don't normally cut my photos quite that small. And so I thought I would use them for some pattern paper to create some DIY embellishments on the spot. And they'll be very simple DIY embellishments, but frames make for a really fun way to add a bit of something different to the background, a little different style of DIY embellishment. And at this point in the kit, I've already used up all of the DIY embellishments I made previously. So we're kind of improvising here at the last minute using frames to create some DIY embellishments instead. So I'm going to cut all of these out and get these set up on these little strips. So these are some like rainbow strips that I trimmed out from one of the rainbow papers in this paper pad from Paige Evans, and I'm using those as a base to build these lovely columns of photos, of embellishments. It's just a fun way of doing things. I really like to mix up the styles and mix up the designs that I use in my backgrounds, but you'll notice that the majority of them are quite simple, and that's intentional. Partially it's because I do have ADHD and I enjoy scrapping. I don't enjoy spending hours and hours on one page. And so I try to keep my scrapping simple and fairly clean. I don't use a lot of mixed media and I don't use a lot of fancy techniques, but I think they're just fun. They just turn out really fun to do, and they don't take me terribly long either. I think this one took me about 30 minutes from start to finish, and that's about what I have the attention span and the time for. in my world at the moment. So playing around with some little phrases. These are also cut out from that paper pad. Essentially what we did with this paper pad is I fussy cut all of these embellishments that are in this lovely little tray. This is just a plastic condiment tray from Amazon, which I love. I have it linked in the description down below for you if you ever want something like this. They're super cheap, and I find them invaluable when I'm scrapping because those little pieces go everywhere. But with this kit, what I did was I just fussy cut out some icons from the paper pad itself. So I have some little clouds at the top. I've got some little ephemera type pieces, things like arts and crafts, scissors, things like that. And then we had florals. I punched some tiny shapes, which is in a little bitty bowl right there. I punched out some little shapes from the scraps. So I have some little detail pieces to add in as well. We made titles, which are what are at the bottom, are the negative space for the titles that I cut out with my die cutting machine. And then at the very bottom are the word phrases. So this had a whole page of word phrases in it, and it has been such a good addition to this kit. And even if the paper pad you're using doesn't have word phrases, you can make that same concept with stamps. If you've got some word stamps, little phrase stamps, that works perfectly. And honestly, you don't even really have to take them off of the page if you want to do all of them. You can just ink up the whole stamp and press it down onto some white cardstock, trim them out, and you've got yourself some word phrases pretty inexpensively. And so keep that in mind. Make sure you look at your tools. I personally am going on a bit of a massive freeze this year. And it's something I've been wanting to film a video about and talk about, but unfortunately, my little ring light died, and my new house does not have the lighting capabilities that my old house did. So when I sort everything out, I will get that together and explain. But for now, I am not buying any scrapbooking supplies this year at all. And that stresses me out a little bit because I'm sure there are collections coming that I'm going to miss out on. But my absolute favorite of all time, Cocoa Vanilla, I'm on their design team. So I do get their stuff for free, and that will help significantly with my fear of missing out on the new things. But the fact of the matter is, I am not scrapping currently as much as I used to. I might get 4 to 5 layouts done a month, whereas I used to do 30 a month. And so in keeping that in mind, I cannot justify purchasing more supplies. I have a room full. I do need to film a room tour for you guys. I finally got everything put away, got everything organized. I need to do a quick room tour. So that is on the list for when I, again, have some time. But yeah, this is a big change for me, but with the supplies going up in price every year, and with my own scrappy time diminishing, I really had to make a tough choice for myself that I'm not going to be buying any scrappy supplies this year if I can help it. And I can help it. So we're going to do that. That's the plan. That is the plan. So finishing off this lovely layout with some detail work, I've got these lovely little puppy stickers. Obviously, those were not in my kit, but at some point I did get a little bit bored with paper. I love pattern paper, but it's not the only thing that I like to use on my scrapbook pages. And so I did get to a point about halfway through the kit where I really just wanted to add a few small detail pieces that were not paper. And so for me, adding little bitty stickers, a couple enamel stickers, just something very small, sitting on my desk. I went ahead and grabbed those and brought them in. I could have grabbed sequins, all of those little bits and pieces. Something you have plenty of in your stash. This is something that's really inexpensive. That's a great thing to use for your embellishing. To finish this off, I'm going to do some splattering. Done with my scattering, the tiny detail work. Now we're going to do splattering, and I do splattering in 2 stages. This time, I'm not sure if I used the ink spray on this one because the background's pretty busy. I didn't really need it, but I did come in with the Nuvo drops in white to add in, kind of fill in the gaps on my little stripes. And then I came in with the gold to do a little bit of detail work around the clusters. And then yes, I did use some gold ink spray, just a little bit around the photos. But that's it for this one, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, bye y'all.